Hey you guys, I was on Kamala Harris's website this morning just seeing if she'd updated anything, and she hasn't. Her last update was, I believe, about a day and a half before the debate, the ABC debate with Trump. And this is her paragraph on civil rights and freedoms. And I'm going to read it to you because this would be, and as far as I've seen, the only part of her website that speaks about civil rights. I know civil rights covers other citizens in the country for sure, and I this is just the closest thing I've seen to anything that looks like she's talking to Black people. And I'm going to read it to you, and then we're going to have a discussion. Okay, this is from Kamala's official campaign website, like I said, and I'll read aloud. And please follow along, and then enter comments or whatever you got to say about this, because maybe you're going to see some more blackness in it than I saw. Okay. And I'll read out loud as you follow along. Protect civil rights and freedoms. Vice President Harris and Governor Walz believe that many fundamental freedoms are at stake in this election. They will fight to ensure that Americans have the opportunity to participate in our democracy by passing the John Lewis Voting Rights and the Freedom to Vote Acts, laws that will enshrine voting rights protections, expand vote by mail and early voting, and more. Her administration will also continue to protect Americans from discrimination, building on her work to secure $2 billion in funding for offices of civil rights across the federal government. And as president, she will always defend the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. In 2004, she officiated some of the nation's first same sex marriages. And as Attorney General, she refused to defend California's anti marriage equality statewide referendum. As president, she will fight to pass the Equality Act to enshrine anti discrimination protections for LGBTQI plus Americans in healthcare, housing, education, and more into law. And that's it. That's her civil rights and freedoms paragraph in her on her official website. And I don't see nothing in it for Black people. I don't see any language in there. And I would like to sit down with her or someone from her team so that they could break this down a little further, like it's something to break down. But where in there is there a part of this paragraph that lets Black people know that they're going to vote for Kamala and they're going to get something out of this? It's going to benefit them in some way. You're not. You're voting to benefit others to move further ahead of you. You're voting to help others solidify their position, not us. There's nothing in there that we ain't got now that we're going to get. And people say, well, why should you get something? Well, because we got a whole lot that got us where we are in a real bad place, considering people are coming into the country as new citizens and within a under 3 year period owning businesses. We've been here our whole lives, and it's so elusive. You know, we need some language in these civil rights paragraphs that include us. We're being excluded in things that we started, in the fights that we. Can you believe that we are the ones who civil rights? What come in your a picture of Martin Luther King? If it don't, you ain't from America. You know, we know what civil rights are. We know what civil rights mean, and we know what we have not gotten as far as civil rights go. And this is our paragraph, folks. I'm just letting you know, as Black people, we can't stand for this. We need to call her out. She need to be in interviews explaining this shit. Well, we noticed in your civil rights paragraph that you have on your campaign website that you didn't include anything for Black Americans. What do you have to say to that? Oh no, I did. That part about voting, that's for them. The voting part is disgusting. And any people who look like me and ain't mad, I don't know what to tell you. You could support that then. And she even got something on her website about 2025. Really? Honestly, anybody who likes 2025 is going to vote for Trump. And anybody who don't is going to probably vote for you if they believe that stuff. You stood right next to the man and accused him of 2025, and he said he didn't have nothing to do with it. He has never been caught saying that he is a supporter of 2025. The Democrats are the ones bringing it up. And if you know so much about his plan in 20, why don't you thwart it? Why don't you figure out a way to knock it down and make it not be possible or beat him in this election? And to beat him in this election, you got to be more inclusive. You're not including black people. And it's like pretty obvious. You are the VP because Biden promised black people, even though we didn't ask for it, that he would give us a black female vice president. And he did, but he didn't give us a black female vice president who likes us or who thinks like us or who is like us. And that's an issue. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one.